Salvador Kennels here with Momo, training signal control for down. The dog is trained in Spanish, or is in training for Spanish cues. Echada is the word we try to condition to connect to the behavior of laying down. And of course she has been clicker conditioned, so we can communicate properly what behavior it is that we reward for. She had all kinds of issues from previous experiences. I was told the position of downing was the most difficult thing to do. Of course, sitting is always easy, so we jumped on creating the behavior of downing, and we have been, and now we are putting it on a cue. Since we have created the behavior, we can use the word and connect it to the behavior and click and feed once the dog is doing it correctly. We are working with indirect reward, which means that the reward after the click is given not into the behavior but into the release to reset for another repetition of the behavior itself. Shut up. I praise her in between or after she does the behavior, and I make sure that her feet are still before I click. Because we don't want to re-encourage or mark a moving behavior once the dog is down. As you see, she's trying to tremble with her front feet, and of course if I would mark that behavior with the click, it would mean lay down and move with your front feet, shuffling around. Behavior is pretty solid and actually pretty predictable, so it's the right time to put the cue to the behavior. I still say it once behavior is kind of predictable that I can tell that she's gonna do it. Pretty good response. Still, she is trying to obtain reward or to get the click with a movement, which I have to make sure that I don't click when she's doing that, because I would encourage that. For a longer down or to encourage the position, I praise her with Buena Chica, which means good girl, and tell her she's on her way to get the click and get the reward. She's still thinking a little bit about the door. The door in most of dogs we have for training is conditioned to operate on and get some freedom. So it took a while, well, always takes a while, to wash the dog's brain and say, hey, if you want to earn some food, you got to interact with me and not with the door. Pretty good responses on the cue. So I'm actually giving the cue and making the dog, or having the dog perform the behavior after I said it. Here she was, before that repetition, she was distracted to sniff the mat, and I said the word, and of course the cue was given and no response in the right direction was performed, so it didn't lead to success. So she learned that when she hears the word and there's no response happening, then there's no reward following. She did it down in the absence of the signal, so there was no reward. That makes a big difference in the dog learning the meaning of the cue. If the dog just does the behavior without, or in absence of the cue, there's no reward. So it's only worthwhile in the presence of the cue within a certain period of time after it was given. Here I'm kind of side conditioning her name, which means come to me. So when I say her name, or I condition the praise word and feed her, that means that something good is coming. So if I condition the name into something good is coming, the dog will have to come to me and pick it up. So hearing her name and getting a reward means that, okay, hearing it means getting the reward, and I have to come and pick it up. Super response to the down command, and that's it.